For as long as Celin Dion can remember, this voice, as she so beautifully describes it, has been the conductor of her life.
I spent all my life in the music industry, being a performer and loving every moment of it. This passion will never go away.
Celin is the best-selling French-language artist in music history. Her Las Vegas residency totaling over 1,100 shows across 16 years. But recently, Celin has been uncharacteristically out of the spotlight, battling a terrifying disease. Mysterious symptoms affecting both her body and her voice, quietly starting 17 years ago.
I have to tell you, I sort of wondered where you were for the last couple of years. I sat and watched your project, and I was shocked. I was surprised. I had no idea, what you'd been through.
It's been very difficult, very painful, challenging, scary. I could say that it's like a little cold starting, or just because I pushed too much. It's the third show in a row.
You're working too hard.
You're working too hard.
Yeah, sure.
Working too hard.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it was different. I started to feel that the body was getting more rigid.
Was there a time where you're that was it?
I was in Taking Chances World Tour. I was in Germany. I said to my assistants and my people, I'm like, I don't know if I can do the show, and I don't know what's happening and all that. And I was very, very, very scared. And then you panic, so more you panic, more you spasm, more you spasm, more you... And I went on stage.
Of course you did.
Of course.
And?
And I started to sound more nasal. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I'm your lady. So I had to, and you are my man. My whole team had to just, they were trying to find my voice too.
Every fiber of you, but you don't want to disappoint. You don't want to disappoint.
I did not know what to say. Everybody said, you look pristine. I was not controlling myself anymore, and I want to be controlling. When I say that I compensated, is that we lowered the songs a little bit with the keys and project more nasal and hope.
And hope.
And hope. And the rest of that, I did my very best because my fans accepted my invitation. And I did not know what to tell them. I will do my best tonight. No, you're going to give your all, or you don't come at all.
Celin Dion has delayed the opening of her new show due to some severe muscle spasms. She says she's heartbroken by this.
When you were canceling shows, there were so many parts of the documentary that hit me in the soul. I could feel you so deep. And I was watching, and you were saying that I had to tell the audience it was a sinus infection. It was a throat infection. And then you said something that struck me. You said, not telling the truth was too much to carry.
I could not do this anymore. What do you want me to say? I have, what? We did not know what was going on. I did not take the time. I should have stopped. Take the time to figure it out. Take the time as well, like it's not enough. Mm-hmm. My husband as well was fighting for his own life. I had to raise my kids. I had to hide. I had to try to be a hero, feeling my body leaving me, holding on to my own dreams. And lying for me was, the burden was too much.
Too much to bear.
Lying to the people who got me where I am today. I could not do it anymore.
Finally, after more than a decade of testing, tweaking, and treatment, Celin had an answer.
Have been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder called stiff person syndrome.
Stiff person syndrome is a rare autoimmune neurological disorder. It can cause slurred speech, double vision, painful muscle contractions, and stiffness so severe, patients can lose the ability to walk. For Celin, SPS has been at times debilitating.
I had broken ribs at one point because sometimes when it's very severe, it can break
a spasm so hard that it can break a rib?
Mm-hmm.
Irene Taylor is the documentary filmmaker behind I Am Celin Dion.
Her body was enduring something that was unimaginable, and I wasn't sure if she was aware of it, and I wasn't sure if she was going to survive it.
Fearful she may never return to her beloved fans, Celin spent the last handful of years fighting for her life and fighting for her voice.
I am Celin Dion. It's intimidating for me to say my name because I hear it a lot. Oh, this is Celin Dion. Oh, this is Celin Dion. And when you're not well, I didn't want to hear my name. I did not know who I was anymore because I'm not the person that I used to be. I wanted to be my own hero, to be the best of me. I still, brave. Show must go on. This is something that
And today, with intense physical therapy, vocal rehabilitation, medication, and determination, Celin says the show will go on.
What did this disease take away from you?
It didn't take anything away from me. I'm going to go back on stage, even if I have to crawl, even if I have to talk with my hands. I will. I will. I am Celin Dion because today, my voice will be heard for the first time. Not just because I have to or because I need to, it's because I want to. And I miss it.
And we miss you.
Thank you.
Wow, she's going to be back on stage. She's going to do it. I mean, when we talk about what she's been through, there are times where she almost lost her life, which, you know, we'll learn more about. But to watch her determination, you heard that voice cracking. Imagine having that voice once before and then being in that state. So she's going to be back on stage, and I asked her when. And she yelled to her manager, "Can I tell Oda when I can be on stage?" And he said no. So we know that there is a date upcoming, and she's so worried about pleasing her fans.
Well, that's what's striking. I mean, she's so fierce.
Yeah.
She's so brave. But that loyalty that she feels to the fans.
That's it.
The burden she carries for not being upfront with them.
Yes.
When, of course, she's entitled to her privacy.
By the way,
of course she is.
You just hit it. That's it. That's what she was the most concerned about, letting her fans down. And she said, why wasn't I honest? I didn't give them enough. There were times when she would sing on stage, and because her voice was failing her, she would put the mic out to the crowd, like, give me a little break here. You sing with me. So she feels like this, you know, this bond with them.
Well, that is a riveting interview. And you have more.
We've got the hour. It's a really beautiful hour about Celin Dion. Catch it. It's tonight, 9 Central, right here on NBC. And this documentary, I want you guys to see, too. It's called I Am Celin Dion. It's going to be streaming on Prime Video on June the 25th. It's a real window into her soul.
That was just a remarkable look at Celin. To your point, I think a lot of folks wondered where she'd been over the last few years. I mean, for 17 years, she's been dealing with
fighting
this.
with that.
What's incredible is that we all love Celin.
Yes.
I don't think I really understood that she loves us, too, until I saw that. It's so touching and beautiful and remarkable. I'm staying up late for you tonight, Hoda.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.